Hotel Transylvania is one of the most beloved franchises in modern animation, blending classic monsters with light-hearted and thrilling themes. The spotlight shines on Mavis, the charismatic daughter of Dracula, who captivates audiences with her curiosity and unique personality. But do we know everything about her? An intriguing theory suggests that Mavis might actually be a human-vampire hybrid. This possibility not only explains her peculiarities but also adds depth to the franchise's universe. Today, we'll explore this idea based on details, hints, and connections you may never have noticed. Mavis Dracula is unlike any vampire we've ever seen, and it's not just because she's young and modern. From her first appearance in the original movie, Mavis exhibits traits that set her apart from other vampires, traits that could be explained by an unusual genetic mix. One striking characteristic is her empathy for humans. Unlike her father, Dracula, and most monsters who see humans as threats or troublemakers, Mavis has always expressed curiosity and even fascination with the world beyond Hotel Transylvania. In the first movie, she dreams of exploring human cities, interacting with people, and discovering what lies outside the hotel's protective walls. This innate curiosity could simply be youthful enthusiasm, or it could indicate a deeper connection to humans than she realizes. Additionally, Mavis doesn't display the same vampiric appetite for blood that is typically associated with her kind. While the films are aimed at children and avoid addressing the topic directly, it's clear that Mavis neither needs nor desires as much blood as a typical vampire. Could this be due to a different metabolism, reflecting a human trait in her genetic makeup? Another notable aspect is Mavis' temperament. She is extremely kind, caring, and open to differences. While Dracula struggles to accept Mavis' human boyfriend, Johnny, she embraces the idea that humans and monsters can coexist. Her ease in forming bonds and her belief in a more harmonious world might be human traits passed down from her mother, Martha. Finally, there's her adaptability. When Mavis gets the chance to explore the human world, especially in the second and third movies, she quickly adjusts. Her natural comfort around humans contrasts sharply with the rigidity and old customs of other vampires. This ability might be more than just a personality trait. It could be a literal reflection of her hybrid DNA. When these behaviors are analyzed individually, they might go unnoticed. But together, they paint a picture of a vampire who isn't like the others, a vampire who might have one foot in the human world. Mavis' mother, Martha, is an enigma that haunts the entire franchise. Her presence is felt in important moments, but we know little about her. What we do know, however, might contain clues supporting the idea that she wasn't just a vampire, and this could explain many of Mavis' traits. According to Dracula, Martha was a kind, loving vampire, unlike any other. This description could be seen as idealization, but what if Dracula was being literal? Her gentleness and exceptional character could indicate that she wasn't entirely vampire, but perhaps a hybrid or even human. This would explain why Dracula fell so deeply in love with her, defying the prejudices of the monster world. Another interesting clue lies in Martha's own story. She was killed by humans who feared her existence, something that profoundly shaped Dracula's view of the outside world. But why would ordinary humans be able to kill a powerful vampire, especially someone who should have had superhuman abilities? A possible theory is that Martha had vulnerabilities that made her more susceptible, something that could occur if she were partially human. Furthermore, Dracula's behavior after Martha's death suggests he was hiding something important. He builds Hotel Transylvania as a refuge not only for monsters but especially to protect Mavis. While this is justified as an act of paternal overprotection, it could be an effort to conceal his daughter's true hybrid nature. Dracula may fear that if the secret is discovered, Mavis won't be accepted by either monsters or humans, leaving her trapped between two worlds. The franchise also gives us visual hints. In several scenes, Martha's memories are depicted with a dreamlike aura, as if she were more than just a typical vampire. Her letters and messages to Mavis always have a very human, almost maternal approach that goes beyond supernatural heritage. This reinforces the idea that she was a bridge between the two worlds. Finally, the fact that Mavis never knew her mother is also significant. Perhaps the secret about Martha's true nature was something Dracula decided to reveal to his daughter, both to protect her and to prevent her from questioning her own identity. If the theory that Mavis is a human-vampire hybrid is true, it not only explains various characteristics of the character, but also profoundly transforms the Hotel Transylvania universe. This revelation brings thematic and narrative implications that change how we understand the franchise. First, the fact that Mavis is a hybrid reinforces one of these central themes: inclusion and acceptance of differences. From the first movie, the main arc revolves around Dracula learning to accept Johnny, a human, as part of his family. Discovered that his own daughter was already the embodiment of this union between humans and monsters adds an extra layer of meaning. Mavis then becomes not just a curious vampire about the human world, but a literal symbol of how the two can coexist. This theory also provides a richer explanation for Mavis' relation with Johnny. From the beginning, she feels an instant connection with him, as if the couple were destined to be together. This might be more than coincidence or a zing. Perhaps Mavis feels drawn to the human world because part belongs to it. Her ease in adapting to life with Johnny and forming bonds with people outside the monster circle could reflect her hybrid heritage. Additionally, the idea that Mavis is a hybrid sheds new light on her son Dennis. Dennis is already presented as a hybrid in the franchise, being half human and half vampire. If Mavis is also a hybrid, this makes Dennis' genetic legacy even more complex, connecting three distinct worlds: vampires, humans, and possibly other creatures. This would explain why Dennis takes time to show his vampiric powers yet feels so natural in the human world. Narratively, the revelation that Mavis is a hybrid could introduce new conflicts. For instance, more traditional monsters might begin questioning her legitimacy as a vampire, while humans could see her as a threat. This would add an interesting tension to films, especially in future productions or spin-offs. Ultimately, the existence of Mavis as a hybrid opens doors to expanding the Hotel Transylvania universe. Other hybrid characters could emerge, exploring relationships between humans and monsters in unprecedented ways. Moreover, future storylines could revolve around Mavis discovering more about her own origins, possibly even encountering relatives or secrets related to her mother, Martha. The idea that Mavis is a human-vampire hybrid aligns perfectly with the core themes of Hotel Transylvania. Since the franchise has shown that love and acceptance can overcome the toughest barriers, and Mavis, with a kind and curious personality, has always been at the heart of this message. If she truly is a hybrid, this explains much about her connection to the human world, her unique empathy, and her ability to form bonds with such different people. Beyond that, this theory transforms Mavis into a symbol of unity and balance, a literal bridge between monsters and humans. If this theory is confirmed, it opens up exciting narrative possibilities for future films and stories. Audiences could explore about Martha, unraveling secrets about Mavis' lineage, and even meeting other hybrids living on the fringes of these two worlds. Simultaneously, this could bring new conflicts and challenges, especially concerning Mavis' acceptance by both monsters and humans. Finally, the existence of Mavis as a hybrid reinforces the idea that differences don't make us weaker but rather stronger. Her journey celebrates diversity, showing that, in the end, we all belong to the same world, whether it's filled with humans, vampires, or any other creature. If Mavis is confirmed to be a hybrid, her role as a unifying figure in the Hotel Transylvania series becomes undeniable. The revelation would not only expand the narrative depth of her character, but also strengthen the central theme of coexistence that defines the franchise. It raises fascinating questions. How would traditional monsters react to a hybrid vampire? Would her dual nature inspire support or rejection? At the same time, humans might struggle to accept someone like Mavis, creating a dual conflict, being seen as different by both monsters and humans. This duality could lead to complex storylines, even introducing new antagonists or challenges. The idea of hybrids challenges the hierarchy and purity of the monster world. Characters like Dracula and Hans, who adhere to deeply rooted traditions, would have to rethink their values. Accepting hybrids like Mavis and Dennis might require a complete reimagining of these customs. For instance, the zombies and other subordinate creatures at Hotel Transylvania might start questioning their status. Hybrids like Mavis could pose a threat to the status quo, showing that evolution and intermingling of lineages are inevitable. If Mavis is confirmed as a hybrid, this paves the way for even richer stories in the Hotel Transylvania universe. One storyline could focus on Mavis discovering a group of hybrids like herself, living in the shadows between humans and monsters. This would be an opportunity to explore new cultures and traditions while introducing hybrid characters with unique abilities. Another potential narrative arc could involve Mavis delving deeper into her mother Martha's past. Imagine the discovery of a diary or an artifact revealing the truth about her lineage. This would not only deepen the emotional connection between mother and daughter, but also explore Martha's impact on both worlds. The theory that Mavis is a human-vampire hybrid is not only fascinating but also deeply aligned with the central themes of Hotel Transylvania. From the outset, the franchise has shown us that love and acceptance can bridge even the most profound divides, and Mavis, with her gentle and curious nature, has always been at the heart of that message. If she truly is a hybrid, it would explain much about her unique traits and her connection to the human world. More than that, this theory positions Mavis as a literal and symbolic figure of Yi, bridging the gap between monsters and humans. Narratively, this revelation opens up endless possibilities for films and stories. Fans could delve deeper into Martha's background, uncover secrets about Mavis' lineage, and meet other hybrids navigating life edge of two worlds. At the same time, this development would introduce new conflicts and challenges, particularly regarding how is accepted or rejected by both monsters and humans. Finally, the existence of Mavis as a hybrid celebrates diversity, showing that differences make us stronger rather than weaker. Her journey is a testament to the beauty of coexistence, reminding us that, at the end of the day, we all belong to the same world, be it filled with humans, vampires, or any other creatures.